Do you think the weather in your city is unpredictable? Like that rain that starts out of nowhere, or that unbearable heat that makes you feel like you're baking in an oven? Well, let me introduce you to the most chaotic place in the solar system, Jupiter. This place doesn't just have storms, it has superstorms. They last for centuries, are bigger than the entire Earth, and seriously, you wouldn't want to be anywhere near them. Today, we're diving into the world of chaos on this gas giant, a place where the weather is a true horror show, or a spectacle, depending on how you look at it. Jupiter, the gas giant, already impresses just by its size. It's so massive that you could fit over 1,300 Earths inside it. Yes, 1,300. It's like that friend who never skips dessert at the buffet. But what really stands out are its storms, and none is more iconic than the Great Red Spot. You know what I'm talking about, right? That massive red swirl. Well, this storm is the largest on the planet, but the scariest part is that it's been raging for centuries. While we can barely handle 3 days of rain without complaining, the Great Red Spot has been spinning for over 350 years. Can you believe that? It's so massive that it's about the size of 3 Earths, and its winds reach speeds of 403 miles per hour. That's like taking a Category 5 hurricane and turning the dial all the way up. Imagine being caught in the middle of that. Yeah, hard pass. And the wildest part? Nobody knows exactly why it's red. Scientists think it might be due to certain chemical compounds in Jupiter's atmosphere, but honestly, it feels like Jupiter just wants to show off. And it's not just the Great Red Spot that steals the show. Back in 2017, NASA's Juno spacecraft took a peek at Jupiter's poles and found a real storm extravaganza. At the North Pole, there's a massive cyclone surrounded by 8 smaller ones, all spinning like some kind of chaotic dance party. At the South Pole, it's a similar situation, but with 5 storms forming what looks like a mosaic of madness. It's like Jupiter is a rebellious artist, creating unpredictable patterns that defy all logic. And if you think storms are just a bunch of swirling winds, wait for this. Jupiter's lightning bolts are 1,000 times more powerful than Earth's. 1,000 times. Imagine trying to charge your phone during one of those storms. You'd probably generate enough power to light up an entire city. Oh, and there's more. Some of these storms can last for decades. While hurricanes on Earth come and go in a few days, on Jupiter, it's like chaos is the default setting. This happens because the planet is mostly made of gases, like hydrogen and helium, and it doesn't have a solid surface to slow the winds down. And if that wasn't enough, Jupiter spins ridiculously fast. A day there lasts only 10 hours, and that intense rotation cranks up the chaos in its atmosphere even more. But what really powers Jupiter's storms is the fact that it generates its own energy. While Earth relies on the sun to heat its atmosphere, Jupiter is like that self-sufficient neighbor who grows their own food and powers their house with solar panels. It heats itself, creating an insanely turbulent climate. And as a bonus for being a gas giant full of surprises, Jupiter might even have diamond rain. Yes, you heard that right. The atmospheric pressure is so high that it transforms carbon into diamonds. So technically, it's raining wealth over there, which would be awesome if you didn't have to deal with 403 miles per hour winds and lightning strikes that could destroy everything in their path. So the next time you complain about too much rain in your city, just remember Jupiter. There, chaos is constant, storms never end, and life is basically an extreme weather reality show. But at the same time, that's what makes Jupiter so fascinating. It reminds us that the universe is full of mysteries and mind-blowing phenomena that make us feel small in the grand scheme of things.